Okay, so really quickly, I want to share what I'm doing with. I just want to. So I've kind of started this. Not started. Kind of. I have started 4 a.m. club. A friend Luis that was just like, "Hey, I'm in." He's getting up at 4 a.m. as well. So if any of you are getting up at 4 a.m. and want to be part of, the 4 a.m. club, it's not really a club that I know of. Really, I just started calling it that because I would love support and. I'd love to support you as well if that's your goal. If you want to get up early and go kill it for the day. I know that's for some people they're saying that's extremely early and just unneeded, unnecessary. I just feel like I don't know. I was talking about there's a that I've heard many times as saying if you want to have what everyone else has, do what everyone else does. And I definitely want to have an extraordinary life, and this is the beginning of that, of where I'm really making changes and want to have that extraordinary life for my family and I. And I think that takes an extraordinary habits that allow you to get more done, to be more ready. By 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, I've studied in the morning. I've done affirmations and visualized. I've exercised. I've eaten twice. I've had 2 breakfasts. I spent time with my family. This morning I got to cook breakfast for my family and spend time with them for a minute. Shoveled walks, and was able to really get everything that all the busy stuff in the morning that you probably do that I do is done. I'm coming to work with a fresh, clean slate. All I've got to do is be contacting clients, working on stuff like this that I want to do. I want to provide, tools to other people who want to improve themselves as well. I want to be able to be there to provide what I've learned and what's working for me. And so I've got time now to do all this other stuff, to work on contract work with my clients and paperwork with the contracts and get things done. Time to go knock doors later. Time to study. I've got to finish my books, so studying that, trying to do half hour to an hour a day, and just to get all that done. And then also I've got so many things I want to do in life. There's not enough time. Anyway, so if you want to jump on board and get up at 4 a.m., would love to have you on board. It's gonna be amazing. 2019 is gonna be incredible. I'm not doing this because it's the end of the year. Sorry, so you can see what I'm doing on the board here, but it's not just because it's the end of the year, getting ready for New Year's resolutions. I'm not going to do that. I'm not into New Year's resolutions because I'm into taking action now. When something hits you and it's time to make a change, you just do it now. Don't wait till the first of the year. Most people, start and then end that really quickly. So I just wanted to share real quick. So Savers is what it's called. Gosh, I hope that's right. I hope you can see that. Okay, so I just had to make sure. Because on Instagram and Facebook or in live stuff, text is always backwards. You're always backwards, and it just freaks me out every time that I'm sharing stuff backwards. I kind of did that last night with this, but Savers. So I want to share this with you really quick. These are your 6 steps in the morning that you want to accomplish, that you need to get done before you're out the door for work. And I do a little more, like spending time with my family, things like that. I try and get some of that in this morning. You need that in. Gary talks about that as far as your emotional support, your emotional energy. You need to spend time with your family. So, let's see here. So, Savers, the first one, silence. For me, I pray in the morning. I take a minute to just meditate and pray. So I do both. Maybe just like 5 minutes. It doesn't take that long, but just a few minutes to really kind of get back to ground zero. I guess back up. So I'm going to share with this. There should be a PDF. It's not the best PDF, but of my bedtime affirmations. That comes from the Miracle Morning for Real Estate Agents. And you can tweak that how you want. It says 5 a.m. right now, and there's a couple typos because I just typed it out of the book just so I could have it. So I typed it out of the book, a couple typos. It's 5. I say 4 a.m. when I read it just because I have it already laminated at home next to my bed. But part of that process is you get out of bed and you run to your bathroom is where I do it. I just fill up a glass of water, or I actually just have my water bottle here that's all ready to go. So I just fill it with fresh water at night, put it next to the bathroom, alarm goes off, you jump up, you run to the bathroom, and you just gulp some water, you get some water going, you get some energy in your body, you get some action happening, so you don't end up snoozing and going back to bed. So there's keys. I don't think anybody's superhuman and can always get up without having to jumpstart themselves a little bit. And I think, getting some water, getting up, getting started, especially if you're going to go meditate. I'm the one to fall asleep on my knees meditating or praying. So anyway, so silence, 5 minutes maybe, meditate, pray, really just clear your mind and just reset yourself and get ready for the day. Next, I'll do affirmations. Affirmations are huge, and there's a lot of affirmations that we have as agents, just in business. I mean, there's a lot of affirmations you can have. And a lot of them, there's a lot I've got. Sorry, so I've got some different manuals down here and stuff from different trainings I've done and been a part of, these big books, and they've got a bunch of different affirmations in them. They don't always apply to me, or sometimes I say them and I have a second thought in my head, like, I'm not, I'm a millionaire. Well, I'm not yet. I'm committed to becoming. So I'm committed to to becoming successful enough that I can give, that I can support my family, that I can do those things that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And so either you can change it by saying I am committed to, rather than saying I am this when you're not. That way you don't get that, what we call in Keller Williams, the drunk monkey, kind of on your shoulder, just telling you, oh, you're not that, rejecting your affirmation. But Hal in this book, in the Miracle Morning, talks about that. You need to make quality affirmations that apply directly to your life for that moment. Grant Cardone recently, write down your goals every day, and that's part of that. You write down your goals, and I'm going to start doing that. But a journal, when you're scribing in the morning, which is the last step. When you're scribing in the morning, writing down your goals, your long-term, short-term, today goals. Write them down so they're in your head, you're thinking about it, and then very easily you can just on the spot make up affirmations that apply to those goals. And hopefully you've mapped out your goals and you know what you want to accomplish, and that way you can actually come up with those. So that's part. So S and A, and then V, visualization. So visualize your goals you're writing down, the affirmations you're saying. Take a minute and almost meditate again, but visualize those things happening. Visualize not just the end of it. I think a lot of times I visualize just the end result of, hey, that'd be cool to be a millionaire, because then I could develop this project. I could, build those storage units, and that's what's in my head right now, is investments, real estate investments. And instead of envisioning the end result, take time to think about also, the process. What is it going to take for me to be in a place where I can build storage units personally, or who do I need to connect with that has the money? Who can I partner with, and make us both some money, or give us both an opportunity? What work do I need to do? Am I in that place? What needs to happen? So visualizing that whole process of me getting there, right? Don't just say the affirmations and then visualize that happening in your life and it coming to pass, and it'll help you take the right actions. And then from there I go to the gym, and then 3 days a week I play basketball. The other days I swim I go to the Springville Rec Center, so I'll exercise there in the morning with the weights and stuff, and then I'll go hit the pool on Thursdays, and then play ball the rest of the days for my cardio, because I've always been able to run and get cardio. I don't enjoy just running on a circular track, so I'll go play ball and get with a good group of guys that run a lot. So a lot of running involved. And then I come home, shower, kind of get breakfast running, say hi to kids, wake kids up. I'm home about 7 o'clock, so I'm waking kids up between 7:30. Usually I listen to the LDS conference every morning, so I'll listen to a talk each morning, just blasted in the house. Not too loud, but loud enough that my kids hear it. They start coming downstairs. So it's kind of cool. That's what they wake up to. And then I'm showered and ready by between 7:15, 7:30. And then depending if I'm cooking breakfast first, I may take time to read either scriptures or something really motivational or just good in the morning. Start off with that reading, and then between that and cooking and after and while I'm eating, like this morning read a few pages of Rich Dad Poor Dad while I was eating, and then talking with the kids, things like that. I didn't take time to scribe this morning, so oops, but I'll get time tonight to do some journaling. So every morning I try, when I write, I've got a scripture journal, I've got kind of just a life journal, and I try to describe the stuff that I've learned. I've got a journal down here, that's for like really big ahas that I have in real estate. And so that's always a big one, just describing sometime, writing down what you learned, solidify that. And not only will that help you remember, that'll help you teach others and help you inspire others down the road. So that is the savers. That is the morning routine. And that can take, for me, I'm up at 4. I'm not done scribing till about, if Kylie wants to go to the gym, which is her new plan, is to go to the gym with her friend at 7, then, I've just asked her to be home by 7:45 so I can be headed out the door and to work and be home, be to work closer to 8 o'clock. And so if I'm doing that, that's this process, including breakfast and other stuff that happens, getting ready for the day in here, it takes me almost 4 hours. And that may seem like a lot, but I'm exercising for almost 2 hours a day between my cardio and the gym, an hour and a half to 2 hours in the morning. And so half of that's really exercising and just taking care of my body, eating. Also takes a minute to cook some healthy food and try and take time to not just cold cereal or go without or hit something on Maverick, no McDonald's, none of that. Like vegetables and good stuff, fruits, good healthy proteins and carbs in the morning, whole wheat bread, stuff like that. So that takes 4 hours. It takes some dedication. I've done this before, not the exact savers, but I've done, getting up, exercising, eating 2 meals a day, being really healthy, being up. I was getting up at 5 at the time, and I've just realized that, and I was going to bed at 10. So I'm getting the same amount of sleep. I'm sleeping 7 hours, which I think for most people, if you are conditioning your body by exercising so that it produces more energy, giving it the nutrients it needs, 7 hours should, in my mind, is enough. That 7-hour timeline, that's from Grant Cardone. He goes to bed at 9, gets up at 4, and that inspired me to really kick it off again and start pushing myself. So that's the savers. Bedtime routine, I will have that posted with this. Read it. Kind of get an idea of what it is. It helps you get your mindset right as you go to bed. It helps you clear your mind. You brain dump everything on a notepad that you're thinking of so that you don't have to worry about forgetting something that you want to accomplish the following day. And that's helpful because it really can just release and relieve and let you just relax truly. Also, setting things up like putting your water bottle away from the bed. Same with your alarm clock, should be away from your bed so that you're getting up, you're getting out. It's not that you don't trust yourself. Like I said, people aren't magic. You're setting yourself up for success in the process by putting your water bottle, getting that ready so that you can drink water first thing in the morning. Wake up, go look in the mirror, turn the light on, wake yourself up, maybe splash water in your face if you need to before you start your meditations and silence. But just doing all those things, you're setting yourself up. I set my gym clothes out at night with my basketball, things like that. I get my knee brace. I tore my tendon, my patella tendon, so I'm still having troubles with my knee. Just finally get to a point where I can actually, I can play again and exercise without having to worry too much. So, but I set all that stuff aside in the morning so that I'm not having to look for things and take even 10 minutes to do that. I'm just getting dressed. I'm up, I'm dressed, and I'm moving forward through the savers and getting myself ready for the day and motivated and getting my mindset in the right place. And then those affirmations I say in the morning, those are really direct my life. And then a few things I do, like Grant Cardone's Commitments and Commandments from Sell or Be Sold, I've got those right here on my computer. So when I get to the office, and I'm committed to writing some other affirmations that I'll be putting up here as well. So when I get to the office, it is right here, number 11 is I commit to training every day. So I educate myself. Today I've already listened to a webinar on the MLS. I've had some updates, so I've listened to that. I've already read some Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'll read some more. Was reading some news this morning, just trying to educate and learn some things. And then I'm also committed to training every day. So for me, that's scripts. Memorizing scripts as far as like memorize a good answer to someone's question about lending or inspections or the due diligence process. Make sure that I've come up with a good script of something that will help my clients understand what that is and how that works and how that applies to them. So I'll go through those scripts and make sure that that I'm practiced and that I'm going to be fluid and help them understand. So I'm going to say these affirmations here, these commitments and commandments from Grant Cardone. I've got some other affirmations I'll be putting up here, and then scripts that I'll be doing. And then I've got, in these books, I've got scripts with these affirmations. I don't like the affirmations and I don't like some scripts, but I use some of the generic scripts and I write some of my own. So that just I come in by 8:30, I'm in the office. I've gone through affirmations twice in the day already. And I've done some training for myself. If I'm smart, which I need to get on, I'm not the best with scripts with a partner. That should be done though, because they can give you, they can make things a little more difficult and really make you work a little harder so that when the real deal happens, when you're really working with a client and in my line of work, and you're really working with a client and helping them move forward in the process, you can answer their questions more fluidly and really resolve any questions or concerns they have. Really professionally. So I should do that, but training is important. So that's what I do by 8:30. I've done all that, and it's really just down to making phone calls and the to-dos I've got for the day and just killing it, meeting new people, making things happen, searching for homes, paperwork, showing homes, things like that for me. And then I can go home and really feel like I've got a lot done. I get home and I've killed it for the day. I'm home at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or maybe a bit earlier. If I've got evening appointments, I'll go home early. So a little bit early so that I can spend time with the family, maybe eat dinner early, and then I'll be able to go back to my appointments that night, that evening, and make sure that I've given enough time to my family so they're not feeling like my kids pray all the time in family prayer. They'll take turns. We take turns praying. Side note. But we take turns praying, and my kids will pray, please bless that Dad can get home sooner so that we can spend more time together. So I try and at least spend a few minutes with them. And Kylie and I are doing weekly dates with our kids now so that they get really the quality time that they need and deserve. So anyway, that is a little tidbit of what I'm doing with this morning routine, with the night routine, the bedtime affirmations, daytime affirmations. Like I said, affirmations 3 times a day, twice in the morning. By 8:30, I've done them twice, and then bedtime affirmations as I'm getting, going to bed. Anyway, if you guys want to jump on board, I'd love to have more people who are committed, even if you're getting up at 5 or 6, just committed to the process of waking up right and, just invigorating your life with energy and with happiness, positivity, and just, really I think that we all deserve the best. And Grant said it really well, and I think I might have said it in my book report for him a few days ago, but he said that God didn't put us on earth to fail. He put us on here to be successful. And I don't know, whether you're religious or not, whether you believe in God, you're not here to fail. There's just no way that you're here to be a failure or to not accomplish the most and not be the most you can be. So we are here to be the best and be the most we can and to accomplish the most. I really believe that. And I want the best for you guys. I want the best for me and my family. I think this is a way that we could really motivate each other and kill it. If you're not on board, that's okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna move forward. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna kill it. So, if you've listened this far, thanks for listening. I know I'm not the best at these videos, but I appreciate your time and I appreciate that you've taken the time to listen. Hopefully, it's something that was worthwhile for you. So, good luck. Love y'all.